Hello, fellow preppers. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. I've been watching more prepping videos and the Doomsday Show, and I've been thinking about it. And I may have alluded to this in another video. I don't think we should call ourselves preppers. I think preppers was coined by marketers to get people to buy all the stuff that didn't sell during the Y2K scare. Because I was looking in the dictionary, which is something I do because, remember, English is a very imprecise language and people use it imprecisely. It compounds the problem. I think we are sustainers. Now, some of my friends don't like that, but if you look at what you do when you prepare versus what happens when you sustain, I think you might agree with me. You know, the definition of sustain, or one of the definitions, is to keep up, keep going, and maintain. Think about it. If the stuff hits the fan, what you really want to do is you want to sustain or maintain or keep up your way of living. You don't want it to, somehow go down or take a step backwards. No, you want to keep things going. To sustain is to continue. Once again, continue life as you know it. Sustain is to preserve. You want to preserve life as you know it. And another word is prolong. As somebody who's sustaining, you want to prolong life as you know it. So, there's one site out there, a good site, they say, what did you do to prep this week? Well, I got to thinking about it, and rather than just thinking in terms of prepping, it's more like, what did you do to sustain your life? I think that's a lot more important because, see, you can prepare for something and it may or may not happen, and that's good. That's okay. It's like having it's a life insurance policy or an insurance policy. But if you're doing things to maintain, that's life. Because see, a lot of these people who are preparing, they're preparing for doomsday. The doomsday preppers. They're preparing for some huge event that the stuff hits the fan event. And, that can happen. But if that doesn't happen, what are you doing to maintain? I mean, sure, you can go out, you can buy a bunch of things and put it in bags or boxes or bins, and you can have another location, but what good's that going to do you just in everyday life? But you see, if you're doing things to maintain your life, then you've already got the prep covered. So if you're out on a ranch, for example, and you are your own utility company, in other words, you provide your own electricity, maybe you've got solar, wind, your own diesel generator, propane, you're your own water company, you've got your water storage tanks, you're tapping into a river or a lake, or you've got an underground well or a spring that you've developed. When you're doing things like that, you're maintaining. If something breaks, you just go out there and you fix it. You get it back online. So, the whole point is, I'm thinking that, don't just buy into the prep. Just, don't just go to the store and get something because it's for preppers or it's for survivalists, Oh, by the way, yeah, I know, you see I got different camo on. I got me a 50-cent camo hat that kind of matches, this shirt I had. But, it's, none of that is really important. It's a mindset. Okay? So we definitely want to be prepared, but we want to sustain. That's the end goal. So remember, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.